Hello, Psychetruth and YouTube yogis. This is Courtney from Yoga Current, and I have a morning yoga series for you today. You'll notice that I have two mats set up because most of this video is done in a reclined position. So please find a comfortable place, maybe put a blanket down on the ground or over your yoga mat, and we will begin seated in a comfortable seat. So finding a comfortable cross-legged seat, we're going to keep one leg close to you and extend the other leg open. So I'm sitting on the long side of my mat, so my heel has a cushion underneath of it. You could also put a towel underneath your heel if it is sensitive. You have the leg extended out with some cushion support underneath your heel. And I'm just going to take some spinal twists. So you notice I can put my left hand under my left shin and my right hand on my right thigh as I twist to look over my left shoulder, and then switch the hand position to twist and look over my right shoulder. We'll do this a couple of times, breathing in and breathing out. And then from center, stretch both arms straight up alongside your ears. Exhale, bring your hands down in front of your chest, and we'll twist to look over your right leg. Extend your left hand towards this right foot. If you can't reach the foot, you might want to take a blanket or take a towel or a strap around the foot, or you can just perch your hands on either side of the leg. I'm going to reach my hand to my foot and take both hands to clasp. Press the arm bones down to lift the chest up. And then turn the body to face the center, bringing the fingertips forward and walking the hands back. You can draw the leg in as well. Switch sides. So the left heel now has some cushion as the leg is extended open. And I'm going to twist from one side to another a few times. Left hand scoops underneath the thigh, right hand grounds down onto the top of the right thigh as I look over my right shoulder. And then switch the hands as we twist to the other side. So these spinal twists, really nice to do when your body is waking up from a long period of rest or from lethargy. Anything that's holding on to in the body, creating tension or sleepiness, we get to create space, create movement, and literally unwind and unravel into a more vital experience. So right hand reaches to the left foot, so it's the opposite hand to foot, clasp. And then both hands to foot clasp. Again, if this is not comfortable for you, you can take a step back so you're not folding forward quite as much and just find the twist in the spine. Either way, we are then going to walk the hands to center, stretching forward from the hips out through the fingers. Big breath in. Complete breath out as we walk the hands back and return both feet to a simple cross-legged seat. So we're going to turn and lay down onto your mat now. Hands down so you can tickle your heels with your fingertips. And we're going to lift the hips up. And keep the hips suspended as you draw the navel down, send the tailbone higher. So I can place my hands under my lower back and feel the hips elevated as the navel comes down towards the spine. And this part of my spine is on the ground, while this part of the spine is lifted off of the mat. So as I breathe in here, and as you breathe in here, you notice an energetic movement through the inside of the hips from the navel to the tailbone. We want to keep that nice and active in that energetic movement. We call this Supta Uddiyana Bandha, meaning that we're laying onto the earth and we're feeling the energy supporting us through the lower portion of the spine and through the hips. So from here, slowly lower your back, but keep your tailbone engaged up. And I'm going to cross my right ankle over my left thigh. And you might let your tailbone go ahead and rest to the ground. We lift the left leg straight up, interlace the fingers around the left hamstring. Now engage the sitting bones. So you lift the tailbone once again off of the mat. Inhaling, finding that energetic quality of Supta Uddiyana Bandha. Using the support of the earth underneath you, feeling the elevation of the legs, the elevation of the tail. And then we'll bend both knees. Take the right hand to the right foot, left hand to the left foot, a little Supta Baddha Konasana, and switch sides. Right foot flat, left foot over your thigh. This is just a hip opening here, so you can use your hand on your left thigh like a swinging door. And then lift the right foot up, interlacing your fingers around your thigh. So here I have my back flat on the ground. I can do some engagement through the sitting bones to elevate the tail, breathing in, finding that energetic quality through the interior body. Breathing out, keeping the lift of the tail. And then again, left hand to the left foot, right hand to the right foot, Supta Baddha Konasana. And then both knees together. And there's a tendency to draw the knees close to the chest. We're going to keep the knees directly over your hips. You can measure that by straightening your arms towards your thighs. And as you straighten your arms, you're pressing your knees back into your hands. Notice my lower back rises a bit here. So I'm going to take the navel down, engage the sitting bones, lift the tail, and then place my hands to the sides of my body. So this is the first hand position. It gives your back body a little bit of extra support with the force of your arms. Second hand position is going to interlace your fingers and cradle the back of your head. So it's like you are having a basket behind your head. Now what we do is we lift the pelvis, Uddiyana Bandha, and we lift the shoulder blades. And then we exhale and relax. Inhale and exhale. Let's do one more time, inhaling and exhaling. Now keeping the cradle behind your head, you're going to stretch the right leg straight up and extend it forward. And then bend both knees back together. Extend the left leg straight up and reach it forward. And then bend both knees back together. So to do this a little bit more in rhythm with the breath, we inhale. And then we exhale and we reach. We inhale. And we exhale and we reach. We inhale. And exhale and reach. One more time, both sides. Inhaling and exhaling. And bend your knees. So we bring the soles of your feet together, hold on to your ankles, and let your heels relax close to your body as your knees press apart. Breathing in, breathing out. And return your knees together over your hips, finding this initial position. Then the first arm pose. Elbows down, upper body strong. I'm going to dial my navel into the ground and lift my tailbone. So that's an inhale, and then exhale, release. You go deeper. Inhale, extend the legs up. Exhale, release. So the legs come vertically, and then they return to a horizontal position. The feet reach vertically and then horizontally to the earth. So we're using the force underneath of us. We're using the pressure of the ground to lift up. And it's not just the upper body that's helping us lift up. We have the awareness from our tailbone, that Supta Uddiyana area, navel to tailbone, energizing. And I can take the point over the crown of my head, exhale back to starting pose. Take the point over my forehead, exhale to starting pose. Over the throat, over the chest, over the navel, over the low belly, and finally extend the legs straight up over the hips. So let's do that one more time, and I will breathe with you. So we'll do it in a nice rhythmic quality. Exhale and inhale to begin. Over the chest. And over the hips. Breathing in. And then bend your knees. So give yourself a big hug. This time breathing out. So we'll keep your right knee into your chest. I'm going to wrap the eye of my right elbow around my shin. If you can get that grip, great. If not, if you're more like right here, just think about extending your elbows nice and wide rather than trying to bring the elbows close together. Extend the elbows wide for a while, and what you notice is there's width that goes through the shoulder girdle, through the collarbone area, and that width is going to give you a lot of support for the ground. Again, we're using the reclined position to increase power in the yoga asanas. So with this right knee into the chest, I'm going to extend my left leg straight up and then extend the leg down, bend the knee just with this one leg. So this gets really deep into the muscles on the interior of your hip. And then switch sides. Left knee into the chest, right foot down in the beginning. So we're creating width between the elbows. And we're going to lift the right leg up, extend it down. Inhale up, exhale down. One more time, inhale the leg up, exhale, extend it down, and then bring both knees again into your chest. So we're ready to put those two actions together, those two movements together. Cradle the hands under the hips. We're gonna lift the legs, inhaling, and exhale, extend them long. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. So add a little element. You lift your shoulder blades up. Keep the head steady. Inhaling, exhaling. And back to center. Let's take starting pose. Interlace your fingers behind your head. Keep the shoulder blades lifted. This time, cross your right arm to the outside of your left thigh. Head stays stable in the center. Extend your right leg up and then lower it down. Pulse. Exhaling. Inhale. Back to starting position. Cross your left arm over. Again, keep your head to center. Extend your left leg up. Exhale the leg down. And pulse with more exhalations. Inhale back up. Starting position. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, returning to starting position. One more time. Inhaling up. Exhale. Inhaling up and exhale. So what we're going to do now is cross your ankles and reach your hand to your feet. So the arms come straight and they'll be corresponding with the opposite foot. Keeping the ankles squeezing together, we're going to rock and roll on the length of the spine. So the shoulders rise first and then the hips rise. We go back and forth. Inhaling the hips up, exhaling the hips down. And you can switch the cross of your ankle and rise to a comfortable seat onto your mat. So I hope that you are still practicing along with me, making it through the video. I want you to know that there are 3 videos in this series that I've created for you, and they are designed to be practiced sequentially. So this one can be practiced on its own, but you can also go right in to the next video. So keep your eye open for it. Subscribe to Psychetruth and favorite this video to be sure that you have the access to the complete series when you're ready for it. Now I've moved my seated position to bend my knees and sit flat on my feet. If this isn't comfortable for you, what you do is you put a block in between your feet or you put a pillow underneath your hips and then you sit down. So this will be where we end this video and where you can begin with the next video. Just finding a seat to align the energy along the length of your spine, breathing in, breathing out, softening the energy around the lungs, around the heart, and the inner body. So we've developed a lot of strength and vitality from the inner body that radiates through to the outer body. And then we want to cultivate the experience of lightness and surrender at the end of the practice so that the energy that we have cultivated continues to flourish. It's like putting a pebble or a stone into water. At first, makes an impact, and then the ripples move out across the water. So you can bring your hands to a resting pose, whether that's on your legs or whether that's at your heart. Empty your body of breath and receive a fresh spring of inhalation. Namaste. So you can visit my website at yogacurrent.com, find out more about me and more about what I offer through that website. And I look forward to practicing with you in the next video, and thank you so much for watching.